What is up, guys? Charlene FX. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on your bell notifications if you like my videos. My subscribers has been growing, doing really well lately. My YouTube has been going really well. My Instagram, Telegram, all that has been growing substantially in the last few days, few weeks. I will do better at being a little bit more consistent with dropping videos for you guys, but just wanted to say a big thank you to you guys that are supporting me on my journey here. So today, this video is going to be about scalping versus swing and intraday trading. Why am I a scalper? Why do I not intraday? Why do I not swing? The benefits of scalping over swing trading, yada yada, such and such. So I am a scalper. I am a price action scalper. I teach price action scalping. I do not use indicators. And do I sometimes intraday? Yes, sometimes I do intraday trade. But for the most part, like 85% of the time, I am a scalper. Why do I prefer scalping over intraday and swing trading? I prefer scalping over intraday trading because mostly I'm not a patient person. I'm very impatient. I don't like to sit on the charts for hours upon hours waiting on, setups for trades. I don't like being attached to my phone or my computer, watching a trade, seeing how much profit I'm in, how much drawdown I may be in, where I want to cut it. Seeing if my analysis is playing out properly. I have a lot more security and a lot more consistency with scalping than I do with swing trading. Swing trading takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of, basically just patience. Patience. You need patience, and you need a lot of a shit ton of confidence to know that the trade is going to play out in your favor. It's not going to reverse, come back, hit your stop. It just takes a lot. And truthfully, I'm not good at swing trading as I am at scalping. Scalping I have a lot more success with than I do with swing trading, and I know this because I've tried it. I've tried it and tested it several times, and I've come to realize that you got to know what kind of person you are, and the kind of person you are is going to dictate what kind of trader you're going to be. If you're not a person that likes to be stuck to your phone, you're not patient, you kind of like to be in and out, get your money and get out, then you should be a scalper. Basically, that's what you should be. Somebody that likes to be in and out. You're not really greedy. You understand that the market is constantly moving. You're going to catch moves any time of day on any pair if you really like. So what's the point? What is the point of staying in the market and hoping to catch, 100, 200, 300 pip move when you can catch a 20, 30, 40 pip move and be just as fine? The only difference, I think, with scalping as opposed to swing trading or intraday trading is the size of the move that you catch. And basically, if you have a decent enough lot size, you can make as much scalping as you can swing trading or vice versa. So it all depends on the kind of person that you are and the type of temperament that you have, and basically what you have, what your financial situation is. Because if you have enough to use a larger lot size on a smaller move than you would on a swing trade, because on a swing trade you can use a tiny lot and make a large profit because you're catching a bigger move. But if you're scalping, you kind of have to use a decent lot size to make a significant amount of money because you're catching such a small move. So you kind of have to pick your poison. Do you want a bigger lot with a smaller move, or do you want a smaller lot with a larger move? It all depends on your skill level. Now, to me, scalping is a lot more stressful than it is for swing trading because you're in and out of the market. The market moves very quickly. You're looking to catch a move within 15, 20, 30 minutes at a time. And, a lot can happen in that time, but the risk level kind of goes down because your margin for error is very small, but at the same time, the move that you're catching is so small, it's a lot easier to catch a smaller move than it is to catch a bigger move, because at the end of the day, the market is going to move one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to be accurate on which way it's moving in that time frame. So if you're able to catch it at that time in the right direction, you can make your money and get out of the market. Why stay in longer than you have to? I always compare the market to a casino, and with the casino, what is the rule of a casino? The house always wins, always wins. The longer you stay in the market, the more vulnerable you are and the more susceptible you are at losing your money, because the market moves how it wants to move, and all we're doing is predicting. All we're doing is basically making some educated guesses on what we think is going to happen. But is it always going to happen that way? No. Now, can we guess what's going to happen on a smaller scale than we can on a bigger scale? We can do it on both. But the odds of you catching something on a smaller scale rather than a bigger scale are better on the smaller scale, because I can predict the market is going to move from here to here, but I don't know if the market is going to move from here to here. So that's the risk you're taking with scalping, with scalping or swing trading. You can either predict the market is going to move from here to here, or you want to move and predict from here to here. And sometimes it can go from here to here, but it can also reverse and go down here. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of have to put your faith in your skill level. And I think it takes a lot more skill to be a swing trader than it does to be a scalper, because you're predicting a giant move over a large time frame as opposed to a small move over a smaller time frame with scalping. So I have practiced intraday and swing trading, and my luck was just terrible with it. It's just terrible. My win percentage is like shit with that, you know? So I had to tell myself, you know, do you have to be a swing trader to be a trader? And no, you don't. You can be any kind of trader you want to be. You can be a scalper and still be a good trader, and you can be an intraday or a swing trader and still be a good trader. What defines a good trader? To me, a good trader is your profitability. If you're making money trading and you're making a lot more wins than you are losses, then you're a good trader. If you're losing a lot more than you're winning, then you're a bad trader. Doesn't matter if you're a swing trader or you're a scalper. It all depends on your win percentage. So if you're more consistent catching smaller moves than you are than catching bigger moves, then become a trader that catches small moves, aka a scalper. If you're better at catching bigger moves and you don't mind being in the market for hours, days, weeks even, and your analysis play out and you catch your move and your move, you know, you make money with it, then be a swing trader. Doesn't make you any less of a trader picking one or the other. And can you be all three? Yeah, you can be all three for sure. But which one are you better at? Which one do you have more consistency at? Which one are you making the most money at? Which one are you losing the less money at? I never really look for swing trades unless the setup is there. It's really there and I'm confident in it. But I never really look for those trades because I know that's not my forte. That's not what I'm good at. Do I want to get better at it? Of course I do one day. But for now, I'm content with where I am with my scalping. Am I okay only catching 10, 15, 20 pips a move? Hell yeah. It all depends on you and what you're comfortable with. If you're catching a move and you're only making $50 a day, who gives a crap? You won. You won the trade where 90% of people lose in Forex market. Doesn't matter what kind of trader you are, you could lose at Forex no matter what. So if you pick a certain style and you're able to be profitable with that style, stick with what you're profitable with and don't try to deviate into something else because you see somebody else, you know, on Instagram or Facebook posting a 50 pip move, 100 pip move, 200 pip move and thinking, you know, they run the Forex world just because they caught that move. Let me tell you something. Those moves don't happen every day. They move, you know, the pips move that much every day, but are you going to catch those moves every day? No. There's no trader on earth today that I can say, you know, with confidence that catches those moves on a daily basis or even on a weekly basis. Those moves are 1 in a million sometimes, depending on how good you are at your trades. If you're really, really good at trading or you've gotten some sort of strategy down pat, yeah, you can be really good at catching them. But do they come all the time? No. But you can definitely catch 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 pips in a day, every day. If you know what you're doing, your analysis is on point, you know, you're using the right kind of fundamentals with it, you have a trading plan down, and you're disciplined. All these things come together. So if you're able to put all those things together, you can find profitability with your trading. So when people ask me, you know, why do you scalp? Why don't you intraday? Why don't you swing trade? The short answer is because I don't care to be an intraday trader or a swing trader. I am good at scalping. I like to scalp. You know, I've found a strategy that works for me that I'm comfortable with. I can come in the market at a certain time of day, every day, catch my setups when I see them, and get out of the market and be content with whether I won or whether I lost my trades. But with that strategy, just know that I'm sticking to it and I'm using it every day because my consistency with it is at a high level. If it wasn't, then I would have to find something else. I'd have to find something else. And when I first started trading, my first like 9-10 months of trading, I was solely focused on swing trading, not realizing that I could do just as well scalping as I could swing trading. And once I found, you know, scalping and I was able to master how to scalp and how to do that consistently on a profitable basis, I found my home with trading. Now, will I ever leave scalping? Probably never. I probably will never ever not be a scalper. But can I be an intraday? Yeah, I've caught a couple hundred pip moves. Yeah. Do I get that every day? No. Do I need to? No. Because I can make, you know, a couple thousand on a scalp as I can on a swing trade. But on a swing trade, the risk is higher. The time that I'm in the market is higher. You know, I'm more vulnerable to the market in that time. But as a scalp, I'm not. I'm in and out. You know, going back to the casino analogy, you know, the house always wins. So the longer you're in the market, the easier it is for the market to possibly reverse on you and take your money or whatever it is you already made, right? So why make yourself susceptible to that? Ugh, I can't talk today. Why, you know, put yourself in that position when you can be in and out of the market, not giving the market an opportunity to screw you over, you know, when you've already won. You know what I'm saying? The market, I always say this to my students, the market is not your friend. You know, the Forex market doesn't give a shit about your little $200-$300 account or your little $1,000-$5,000 account. You know, people that go around thinking that, oh, you know, the market is watching me, it's coming, hitting my stops, and then it's going in the direction I thought it was going to go in, or, you know, stop hunting and all that. That's all bullshit. It's all bullshit, because the same way you took a sell on a trade and lost, somebody else took a buy and they won. So is the market saying, no, I'm going to go after that person and make sure they lose, but I'm going to let this person win? It doesn't work that way. You have to look at the market like it's a one-on-one game, okay? And look at them as if they have the advantage, which they do. And your little money that you're putting into the Forex market doesn't move the market one iota. It doesn't at all. The banks, the hedge funds, the institutions, they're the ones that put the money in, and they're the ones that are trying to make 1% back on their money when you're trying to make 2, 3, 4, 5% a month on your money. So it's a constant battle. It's a constant tug of war back and forth. So if you're part of that small pool of people that are able to win their trade, you know, 10% of the time, give yourself a little bit more of an advantage by being a scalper. I'm biased, obviously, because I'm a scalper, but I believe in it because I've seen it happen and I've tried and tested it for me. So that's why I believe in scalping so much, because I feel like the longer you stay in the market, i.e. intraday or swing trade, you give the market an opportunity to fight back and to take back whatever it did give you. So I don't believe in doing that. There's no way that someone's going to give me, you know, a sack of money right now on my desk and say, hey, Charlene, take this money now and run, or you can give it back to me and hopefully I'll come back to you with more. No way. That's how I look at it. No freaking way. There's no person on earth that's going to have that opportunity and turn around and give it back to the market. So granted, some people do it because they're good at it. It works out for them. And for the other ones, they don't. If you're a new trader and you're starting out, you should start out scalping for sure. Scalping, I think, is a good opportunity for you to get your blood running. You know, the stress level's a little bit higher, but you see a lot more results quicker with scalping than you would with swing trading. But if you're good at swing trading and it works out for you, then by all means do that. I'm not going to tell you to switch over from one or the other. But if you're somebody that has a lot of patience, if you're somebody that analyzes things really well, if, you know, you don't mind, you know, going from a large positive to a possible negative in your trade, and you're okay with, you know, the learning curve that comes with it, then by all means go with swing trading for sure. But if you're somebody who is the opposite of all that, where, you know, you rather be in and out, take your money and run, where you're not okay with seeing, you know, positives go negative, and you know, you want to be in and out of the market and you're not that patient of a person, then I would say scalping is right for you. But you have to go by the kind of person that you are, the kind of temperament that you have, and then test it out. Test it out to see which method gives you the most consistency, which one are you making more money with. And that's the one you need to go with. And if that's the kind of trader that you are, and you're looking to learn, you need to find yourself a course or a mentor that teaches that style. Do not go to a swing trader or a mentor that teaches mostly or trades swing trading and go to them and tell them, hey, I want to learn scalping. They probably would be able to teach you that, but that's not what they specialize in. They specialize in swing trading. So go with someone who specializes in that style that you want to learn, so that you know you're learning every little thing that you can learn about that style of trading. Okay, guys, so that's my video for today. That is how I feel about swing trading, intraday trading, and scalp trading. My course is called Simple FX Academy. I treat price action scalping I have several students that have a really good success rate with it. I'm very hands-on with my students. Please check it out. The link will be below in this video. I do have a free Telegram where you can connect with me also. The link is also down below. And I'm also on Instagram at CharleneFX. So again, thank you guys for watching. Check out, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any videos. And I will see you guys on the next trade.